Alrighty, welcome everyone, I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Gundam, episode 33. Last time on Gundam, a few very interesting things happened that I think we should mention here at the beginning. First of all, I believe that we are done with the Africa arc that it was. Weird that it's an arc. It does all feel weirdly coherent for how incoherent and separate and isolated the individual episodes and events have been. But it's still all been one journey. In a weird way, it reminds me, really weirdly, of JoJo's Part 3, where each individual encounter and experience is kind of separate, but they are all loosely tied together by this idea that we're on the same path going through all these things. And so there is some coherence and juxtaposition to it that ends up being pretty cool. We're headed to Dublin, Ireland. We've been to Ireland before. A character died there, and it was sad. What are we going to find this time? It seems to me that things are going to start colliding. It already feels like they are. It feels like that stuff that's clicking in the background is really clicking into place, especially with the other thing that we're going to talk about in a moment. So I'm hoping that we run into other forces from our side and other forces from the other side. And because of the nature of the location, I think it's going to lead to, like, very different types of conflicts, different types of groups, if that makes sense. The Africa arc was peppered, and honestly, since we got to Earth, the whole story has been peppered with these isolated remnants of former cultures who've been separated, or have separated themselves, isolated themselves, and, gone full rabbit hole. They've gone full echo chamber and believe really strongly in the thing that they believe in. And then many of those are getting influenced or attached to the Neo-Zeons, who are making shit happen in a not very good way, and they're corrupting and co-opting a lot of these individual struggles in order to push for their whole big war thing. So maybe we'll have a big change to that. Maybe not. Maybe we'll get to Dublin and we'll meet a whole bunch of... where do the Irish Liberation Front? What are they actually? What the NRA, right? Or is it the IRA? It's the IRA. Irish Republican Army. So yeah, maybe we'll end up there and we'll find some remnants of the Irish Republican Army and they'll be going guerrilla warfare. I don't know. But maybe it'll be, I don't know, bigger, broader, more scale. We're going to Europe. Europe is, like there's so much stuff there. And a lot of the characters and, families and wealth and stuff are coded European. We've already established this, Franks versus the independent African Liberation Front people, as, a pretty big, caste or class or social distinction. So... interesting. I hope that we follow up on that and that it's obvious that we're in a different place. I want stories that could only happen in the place that we are. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. The other thing that happened is Glemmy Toda revealed all his evil plans. I don't know if they're actually evil, and I got super confused by them because Zeon and Zabi and history and shit, and Haman says some stuff in the beginning, and Glemmy says some stuff at the end, and I mishmashed it in my brain space. So let's run through some history really quick. History lesson. Zeon Daikun was a pretty cool guy, honestly. Believed that, originated the idea of new types, believed that the space noids should be separate, and thought we should all leave Earth to keep it pristine. Those were, the primary premises. Set up a thing, tried to, cut off his side from all the rest of the sides, and all was going pretty okay until he died, and his, probably not actually declared successor, Degwin Zabi, took over. Zabi founded the whole thing, took on the moniker of Zeon, and founded the whole Zabi dynasty. Zeon Daikun himself is the father of Char and Sayla, and their whole thing was fighting against the Zabis in order to eliminate the thing that had corrupted the spirit of his father, kind of. So now, my mistake was, I just got confused. Haman Karn in the beginning of last episode, and I went through it to figure this out. Haman Karn in the beginning of last episode says that she will revive the Zabi family by adding new blood into the Zabi family to make Neo Zabi. New blood into the Zabi family, I don't fucking know. But my guess is that Glemmy Toto is her play on that front. Maybe. I don't know. Minerva is clearly is a Zabi as well, so maybe it's on that front. I don't know. Is she trying to marry or wait for Minerva to become of age and then have Glemmy make baby? I don't fucking know. Weird. Regardless, Glemmy is Zabi all the way. Glemmy believes himself to be a member of the Zabi family. At least that's the implication from all his lines with August. He believes himself to be a member of the Zabi family and believes in the Zabi family and is ready, wants to bring them back. He thinks that lineage is the important one, which it's not. Which it's not. Those are assholes. They're the assholes who took over, which is just perfect because that's exactly what Glemmy is doing now in the present. Okay. So, Glemmy is trying to revive the Zabi lineage on high and all of the fascistic sort of stuff that we have around it, from what I can see. Seems to believe in that shit. And then if that's the quest that my mother and father gave me, and like the meaning of the name and all that shit, it all clicko-clackos, and we understand Glemmy's protagonist syndrome, his like, I am the chosen one, I am the last of this lineage of people, although he's clearly not, because Minerva exists, but whatever, okay, cool. It's still real confusing, because it's real confusing, and I'm stupid. So, if I've made a bajillion mistakes in explaining that, and I'm explaining it just so that you understand where my brain is at, please let me know, because I'd like to understand and grok this situation, and I feel like I'm fucked. So please, lend a hand, thank you. I appreciate it. Glemmy Toto also has 2 plus. I waited until now to bring it up, but there's another plus, which raises some questions about the first plus. What are plus? Where did they come from? Are they clones? Are both of them clones? Is one of them just a clone of the other? Are they clones of a living person? Is that person Minerva Zabi? Now that I think about it, it probably isn't a clone of Minerva Zabi because he probably wouldn't, like, sully the bloodline or anything like that. But I don't fucking know. There was a comment that likened some of the scenes of Glemmy and August talking in the room with the plus to scenes from Evangelion, and I love it. I love the thought. The super stark, dark, colored lighting, particularly the fact that the lighting is colored, is deeply Eva shit. It's like, it's right on. So many people in test tubes and weird glowing panels and desks and stuff with upward bouncing lighting, and strangely lit environments and stuff. Fucking right on the money was that. So I'm going to take inspiration from that for doing my drawing today. Just to count your rings, just to count your rings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Wakened up on his lab apron. You smell great. And then last thing that I want to do is like an Ava-ish background. So I'm going to steal one. And unfortunately that means doing this. Just imagine it's all blue. I'm actually really pleased with this. It's a little strange. Maybe all I need to do to make it less strange is to fill in the eye. That does actually help quite a bit. Okay, that makes it way less strange. Immediate interesting thing is piercing eyes directly at camera reads as Griffith to me with white hair, just like instantly. And it helps that Glemmy's eyes are so like pointed and well hawk-like. They're similar to the design on Griffith, although Griffith is more feminine and like more perfect, you know? Still, that feeling of the one eye looking at, like, whoa, that does a thing to me. It's dramatically different than the Gendo pose, which is what it is, of course. It's dramatically different, of course, for one big reason, and that's that he doesn't have glasses. The the Gendo pose is like mysterious, and then there's no ability to read the character's face, right? You don't read into it. I like this being different from Glemmy, because the whole Gendo pose thing is like Gendo is he's got the plans. He knows all the things, and you don't know what he knows, and he knows way more than you, and he's really got it. Like, everybody's got their faith in him, and as much as you might hate him or despise him or whatever, you gotta respect that he's actually got it on lock to some extent, or at least you don't understand what he's really going for. I think Glemmy is like full eyes open, right? He sees himself as a big Gendo-y mastermind, but his eyes are open, his goals are clear to everybody else around him. And that makes him less a manipulator and more a manipulable. Okay, that's an interesting little revelation to have. Cool. I like this piece. Yeah, I like that piece a lot. That's cool. Okay, drawing is dude, and we are good to go. For Zzz Gundam episode 33. Got it up and ready to go. There'll be 2 versions, picture-in-picture in the description, timer on YouTube, beep timer to count you down, early access on the Patreon. God damn it, fucking hair. Okay, beep timer. Every time I move, it falls further. Are there any... This is a weird question. Are there any Gundam alternate universes? I just had this feeling, like, with this song going, and especially with the scene of Hamon standing with the wind blowing and shit, I'd love, like, a modern world, no powers, no bullshit, just, like, Hamon Karn is a business mogul, and Judo's, like, a random kid. I'd love it. I'd love it. And all the girls are competing in a giant idol competition. Whatever, something stupid. Alright, so now I gotta wonder, is there something to that Peru looking and then it becoming Hamon? She's a Hamon No, I don't think so. Salt Sea. That's a way to put it. Hopefully it will be his last. Mada Puru Puru? I didn't know that. Oh, god damn it! Afternoon in Dublin. Maybe we'll have a peaceful fun time without being attacked by anybody. Get to drink some beer. Meet some Irish girls. We're not gonna meet any Irish girls? Gotta do your laundry. Oh. Oh yeah, this is land! I mean, they've seen land. They saw all of Africa, but pretty different. Wait, what? Wasn't created naturally? Oh, we demolished the people? Whoa, we destroyed all the forests of Europe? Just some torn boxers? Okay, so I double took because I was like, well, the forests of Europe were not planted by people. Oh, they were replanted. What is that in the background? Is it a psycho gun? Oh no, not again! Cargo? Arius Moma. Flash. Well, that's a setup. Will this character survive the episode? He has no hair. Holy shit, he's just gonna jump. Let's go. Okay, I like this guy. He doesn't give a fuck. We're gonna do it. If you want to win battles, use that shit. No pressure though. Yeah, why doesn't it pressure her? Oof. That was a big hit. Knocked the wind out of him. Oh. Still hanging on by a thread, bud. Walls up. Keep them up, build them high. Okay. Man, don't bite off more than you can chew, Mr. Arias Momo. Oh my god. Ah! That was really silly. And it really freaked him out. His weakness. Big faces. These are new suits, huh? Mm-hmm. Mm. I mean, yeah. I mean, I would. I would. Sorry. Oh! Don't you hurt Ino! Okay, they're Bawus. Oh, they did say that. They don't have base Jabbas. I keep calling them Dodais, don't I? They're base Jabbers. You're not alone, Prue! I'm here! And I'd rather not be! How about Ino? Man, Prue is way unpredictable. They seem to be doing all right. Ah, shit. Okay, okay. Damn. I like this guy. Whoa. Ho, ho, ho! Well, that's not Tomino. Those missiles weren't cool at all. I'm sorry, Itano. I just said Tomino. What the fuck? Macross has spoiled me. Whoa! This is cool that we're fighting in and amongst the clouds. Wait, who are you? All the laundry floating up? That's cool. Whoa! Whoa! I love the way these clouds look. This is cool. Don't follow them too far down. I wonder why. Dink, 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 donk. Oh! The laundry's so cool. What a silly good idea. We could have done it at any point with anything that wasn't tied down, but like, that's cool. I guess we haven't done a lot of like really evasive Argama maneuvers either. Jesus. Get wrecked. Yeah, get wrecked. We made it? We made it. Is this the beach estate? Where all of the higher-ups are hiding? This feels like it's more of a meeting of familiar people. This is it. Oh. Could have been stolen. Could have been stolen. Good to have the... Hey, at least you know that it's still safe. That's great. So I'm wondering if his family is there. We gonna see her again? It's been a long time. It's been a long, long time. Everyone has left you. We'll piss you off and leave anyway. RIP! Yeah, you're actually envious. You really wish you were doing it too. You're just being a stick in the mud. Oh my god, idyllic countryside landscapes. Okay, that's interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Ah. My idealistic enemies. Oh, he's just gonna jump! Okay, bye! Ooh, bigwigs, eating good. All of my vices. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a war. He did. It was the first thing he said. Peace policies? Concessions? Oh man, Judah, you're gonna get shot. No. There will only be, you'll be giving them a foothold. Yeah, it'll be a victory. It'll a rallying call. No, 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 no. This is appeasement. This is Hitler appeasement. This is straight up Hitler appeasement World War II. Just give him Poland. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everybody, it'll be fine. No, fuck you. We're going rogue, baby. Wow, we're alone, man. It's just us and Karaba. Judo hears it. Oh, he's going in. Fuck. Gonna get shot. Oh, what a face. You're gonna get court-martialed, man. Or shot. Oh no. I see that little hair. That's a fire. Are we bringing Puru to the place where? But are they here now? What? Hmm. Vibes. Holy shit! Yuri. Back in the story. Oh man, that's a lot of bags. Good job, Beecha. I saw you. I saw you lugging it all. Whoa! Whoa! Did you see that? Who was that? Oh, maybe it must have been Arias. He brought them something valuable? Oh, maybe the cargo. The cargo that they were escorting. What does this guy remind me of? Maybe a DBZ character? No, he reminds me of Saitama. He's One Punch Man. Damn, you fucked it up for both of you. Oh, speaking of getting a move on. A rad explosion. They've got jabbers. Saitama. all the luggage! Yeah. They stuck, man. I guess that's justice? Will that free us? Oh! Oh! Go further! She took a job doing emergency response. Yo, Fa's gonna save them, and Bright's there so he'll recognize her finally. Nah, keep screaming. Oh! Yeah, you met. Oh, he'll recognize her too. Just Prue wasn't with them yet. That's another cool little moving camera. I'm gonna put that down too. That had a couple of weirdly missed frames, but it was really cool looking. Yeah, smoke inhalation. You're right on the edge. Oh! What do you got, Fa? No choice. That's all we got. Oh, she's bashing the car into it. Let's go, Fa! Yo, Fa always had the spirit. Always had the spirit. There were times when she couldn't hack it as a pilot, but man, she always wanted to. Reunions! Reunions! We back. We back. And a more interesting, different, mature, thoughtful female character who's also showing up to be their rescuer and like total swap of roles. Mochiron desu. Triage, baby. That's a hell of a line. I don't fully understand that, Bright. Alright, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut the ED. I want to see 1730 again. There was this shot of the ship that we go into that I have to see it again. It feels like it's only like 3 layers or so. That's spectacular. Is it only 2? No, it's 3. Okay. It's 3. So it's the back layer, which has the helm or whatever, the big tower, and then it's the layer that has the red thing, and then it's the layer in the front. It's just 3 parallaxed. But it's perfect. And it's all moving toward us at the same time, so they're expanding it slightly. So it's all moving toward us and turning slightly at an angle. I'm amazed. That's stellar parallax work. With the clouds in the background working with it too? Haha. I love it. I love it. There's another one, kind of, a couple minutes later, and then we'll talk about the actual episode. I just have to see these things. They blow my mind. I put it at 2030. It's right before this shot. Here, yeah, okay. So it's like we whip the suits around, blank out. This is all fine. We're just panning really fast, right? But then here, when we do that, we do this little like fiddle wibble, and it feels like this green layer up front and something in the background go interesting. There, and yeah, the camera begins to move us over and around this space. Oh, there we go. And it peeks more of the next hill out, so it fully feels three-dimensional. And that one's more standard. Just a couple of flashes of, like, really, really incredible, realistic scale. And, like, here's our camera. If our camera moves from here to up over here, how much of the other hill do we get to see as we peek over this hill? If we're here and the camera's moving this way and the ship is moving this way, how much of the ship gets revealed by the other part of the ship as they move across? How much does it move? Because everything's going to move on the same frames, but how much? In what direction? That means doing it in your mind and sketching it out multiple times. Like, we're pre-CG. We can't just throw up a CG model and put it in the space and line up our drawings with it so that they click perfectly. We have to do it in our heads. And whoever did that did it in their head. And that's stunning. That's stunning. It's fucking amazing. So we go to Dublin. We meet Audius Momo. We do some laundry, sorting clothes to get rid of other clothes, I guess. Drop some precious, precious cargo with Glemmy, though we don't know what it is. We're told we should use the Kubler. I thought we were headed to the Karaba base in Norway. No, we're going to Dublin. And part of it is that we'll find a good doctor there. This hits hard. I have my reasons. Don't you want to see your family? And he finally snaps back at him in a way that shuts Judo up instantly. If we survive. Priorities. Wow. If we survive. And he's thinking of Lena. And that triggers Plu to see through him and feel that he's feeling that loss. And she takes it as an insult or like a slight to her. It's even more, I think the thing that I find so wrong about it is that she sees that and then sees him try to fake it. Try to put on this mask. Build those walls up, build them high, build them strong. But she knows the truth behind it, and that really, really hurts. Cool little stuff. Gotta use her in the side Komu, because it doesn't have an effect on her. Really interesting. This is a great gag! This dude seemed super serious, and we got a great gag with him, and he survived the episode. I like him. He's on the ball, he seems serious, he's ready to pilot shuttles and ram ships, going all out. Guy wants to do it, and is like going above and beyond, right? Oh, we don't need to attack the Argama, but we will. Once we start taking evasive action, all the laundry is flying around, I find that really fun. Lots of characters running away and doing their own things, as has been the case for many episodes up until now. Battle sequences are pretty neat. The thing about the battle that I find most unique and fun is the fight amongst the clouds, especially once we get that, like, tunnel that feels very much like really good photos of a surfer in a big surf wave. Reminds me of that. I really like it. There are a bunch of moments where they're like ducking in and out of cloud cover to gain cover and stuff. And I think those are just really rad. Dun 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 dun. Really intimidating. Very cool. I could see this guy growing to be a serious villain or dying next episode. Seems more likely. So he gets a little zip flash. So does he vibe feel something? That's interesting. The initial missile launch is rad. The follow-up missile flurry is rad. The final missiles firing at Guy is not. They're all just going straight, like grrrr. Naughty Tano. this shit. Bursting through the clouds is the giant shuttle ready to ram the ship. Rad. Enormous tunnel of clouds for us to skid around. It's all moving the whole time. Super rad. And there's a moment where they're all like sort of skimming the edge of the clouds with their feet. Yeah. As though they're sliding down a giant mountain or something. Rad. Freaking cool stuff, y'all. Okay, Blasto, Boombo. There was a really good really seriously good explosion. I think it's when he gets he gets dinked by this. I do want to see that scene. So gets hit. Tortoise, get out of the way! Kajunk, boom! Oh. Reverse Siroko'd. And then the explosion itself. Oh no, that explosion is really far away. Okay. So where's the explosion that I'm thinking of? Maybe it's on Earth. I don't know. So, a giant glorious estate. Still under protection. Off to do some shopping. Juno's got to go see the adults. And, well, his worries are 100% accurate. They're chowing down on a giant expensive feast with multiple bottles of wine cracked, all talking about how much they love eating the most expensive food. Oh, why would anyone, no matter how poor they were, ever eat synthetic meat? I even smoke. I'm killing myself intentionally. That's how much I care. Yeah, this is great. This is great. Ha ha, oh dear. Why didn't you say that first? It seems that it's inconvenient. And he's like, yeah, it's inconvenient. You don't like our peace policies. And we figure out that their peace policy is appeasement. It's appeasement. Y'all that don't know, this is a real historical precedent. Like, this is the thing. I'm just gonna go look up World War II appeasement. It was Britain's policy in the 1930s, allowing Hitler to expand German territory unchecked, most associated with Minister Neville Chamberlain, considered a policy of deep weakness. As Hitler started to break the Treaty of Versailles and go and do a bunch of things that he shouldn't do, allowing Japan to occupy all of Manchuria, making a naval agreement to allow Germany to rebuild the German Navy, despite repeatedly voiding the Treaty of Versailles. Italy going in on Abyssinia. Remilitarizing the Rhine. Totally allowable. No problem. No problem. They're just walking into their own backyard. Only the Soviet Union proposed sanctions against Germany. Hitler, who was invited to negotiate, proposed a non-aggression pact. When asked for details, he did not reply. His occupation of the Rhineland persuaded him that the international community would not resist him, and believed that it put Germany in a powerful strategic position. It just continues. It's 10 years of this. It's fully 10 years of Germany being like, okay, we're going to annex this piece of land. And everybody being like, oh, you can't do that, man. That's against the treaties. And Germany being like, yeah, but we have the military might to do it. We're going to do it. And everybody being like, oh, okay, you can have that one, but no more. Okay, cool. Got that one. I'm going to annex this piece of land. No, Germany, you can't do that. That's against the treaties. Yeah, but you let me do the last one. Okay. Just no further. Fuck. That's exactly what's going to happen with Haman Karn. Haman Karn doesn't want to carve out a foothold for her little cult, right? She has imperial ambitions. She wants to revitalize a dynasty and take over the galaxy. She wants to rule this shit, not as father and son, alone. Alone. Give her side 3, she builds military base there. Give her another side, she sets up a naval base there. Builds something else, starts making more population. Like, no. Do not appease the Haman Karn. No cookies for that mouse. No cookies. The response is so crazy good, too. Are you telling me that giving her stuff is a peace policy? And his answer is, well, if we give her this, the war will end. And if the war ends, there will be peace. So short-sighted. Like, okay, Does that solve the underlying problems that caused the war? No. Does it eliminate any of the forces that are in play in the war? No. So those underlying causes, combined with those forces in play, are just going to reignite the war as soon as possible. Now bolstered by having a victory, seeing that the Aeug is weak because they conceded, believing that they will not be stopped at any point, and having more resources. Total strategic victory. Fuck. If the war ends, there will be peace. Nah, dude. Zeon was born there. She will not settle. Who says, doesn't the Aeug want to make more money? Yeah, it's the guy in the at the head. They're in league with Anaheim Electronics, so you will withdraw and be decommissioned. So we're getting our legs cut out from under us. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, the laughing clowns. Career soldiers can be so annoyingly stubborn. You just don't get the politicking, guy. You don't get it, bud. Judo does a stupid. I'm super into it, honestly. Punch that fuck. But get jailed. What a belligerent child. Oh my goodness, she's back. She back. And we're headed eventually to Norway too. So we'll meet other Karaba people as well, I think. And the fam and the kids. How old are the kids? Real question. I guess not much older, because, like, the time between Z and ZZ is, like, nothing. Whoa. She smells the Argama on Puru. I love Puru just running away. Ha ha, wee, Puru, 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 Puru. So silly, but I do love it. Of course, it's perfectly orchestrated. She wouldn't have met either of them. I guess she would have met Ino, but only in passing, and then they're far away from each other, so they wouldn't see. Ah, it can't be. She puts it aside. I really like this angle. I don't know why. Just another shot that really stood out to me. Ta-da! There's nothing wrong with me. Beat you carrying much. Great shots. And into battle we go. Yeah, okay. So, second battle. Stuck in a basement. Arias Momo incoming. There was a bunch of, like, stuff going on. Yeah, okay, it's just that these backgrounds moving are really, like, dense and complicated as we're flying above the earth. I like it. I like being able to see the, like, the blocks and grids of farmland and tracts of land and stuff. It feels real. It's really neat. Some dope explosions, but not the one I'm looking for. Argama go, just runs out and grabs a random soldier and tells him that they're screwed if he gets attacked, and a Normo explosion. Wrecked. Thank God. Worf. I love that Fa Yuri is a volunteer emergency response person. That's rad. That's exactly right. I said it as it was happening, but Fa has always had that spirit. And I think it's a damn shame that Fa existed in a season that was far more sexist than this one, because I think last season was deeply sexist in a lot of ways, and investigated the rhetoric that it was pursuing in interesting ways for sure, but ended up with a lot of conclusions that were just like, mostly women aren't cut out to be pilots, and that sucks because Fa had the fire, she had the spirit. Now we're in a different realm with these different kids who've got different rules, and Elle and Rue are killing it. They're great. LPO Pru is great. Like, it just doesn't click. So maybe she'll get another shot. But maybe she doesn't want one. Maybe she just wants to be able to help people. That seems like a reasonable thing. So that's pretty cool. Maybe we'll bring her aboard as a medic. I love the fire in her eyes. Bam. And off she goes, running toward the flame. Oh, there was a weird, like, frame stutter here, but I really like this cut of Rue flying, like, moving. Yeah, see, that frame stutter is very strange. But I really like the idea of the cut. This is brutal. Like, smoke inhalation in a trap location, that's death. And full, your body revolting against you. What a beast. Car goes in. Captain and Judo. Fa? And she's badass too. She does like this full 180 turn. She's driving so quick, being so badass. And our last line, I came to shed tears after being smothered in smoke. I don't know what he means. Is he just discounting the question because his real reason was to try to convince the higher ups, and that just ended up in a full no-go? And so he's just stating what actually happened. So it's like, I came to get shit on. That's what I came to do. Stupid. We'll go to Norway. That's what I think it is. Okay! We made it to Dublin. We had 2 fights in an episode, which is kind of cool. We met Fayuri. We punched a general or something. Yeah! What a fun episode. Cool. Good times. Good vibes. Good thumbs up. And that's going to be a wrap for me. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Double Zeta Gundam. I will see you next week for more Double Zeta Gundam with episode 34. Much love. See you next week for more. Peace.